Hi guys, Bran here, and welcome to another wonderful commentary video. And today's subject's a little interesting. I want to say, does Behavior know what their vision for Dead by Daylight is? And specifically what has brought this up in my mind is to kind of why I don't think they have a clear vision for what their game is one of the main things that they have talked about in terms of why the game is super unbalanced and like super crazy, and like there's like super S tier stuff and then there's like bottom tier like F tier perks that never get used and stuff like that. Like the reason that there's so much discrepancy between the power of things and the effectiveness of things is they say that the game is not competitive. The game is a party game. So like you know, it's unbalanced on purpose. It's not meant to be an intense, you know, like versus experience. So, you know, it shouldn't be, it's not a skill-based game. It's just, there's too much RNG, you can't do it. So that's why the game's been unbalanced. That's why there's so much crazy stuff in the game, is because of that. So with that, why are they implementing skill-based matchmaking? With that, why are they now literally measuring skill? Why are they now doing that? Why are they now measuring our skill and trying to have us have sweaty matches the longer we play and have more intense matches the longer we play? Why are they trying to do that if the game is not supposed to be about skill and it's supposed to be horrendously unbalanced? Because that implies that like the game has some objective strength to it that you can like have so much control over, and something as simple as a map can't screw you over. But yeah, focusing on the skill aspect now doesn't make sense, because like previously they said that, you know, the reason the game was so unbalanced was because, you know, it's not a skill-based experience or an intense competitive experience. Okay, so hey, look at that. So we take that, right? We take all of that we have talked about so far, is this kind of like incoherence between, hey, it's a party game, so it's going to be crazy unbalanced, and we're not going to balance it too much because we want it to be unbalanced because it's not a crazy experience too. Okay, skill-based matchmaking, now it's based on skill. Now we're measuring skill. Now your matches are all based on skill, whatever that means. So we're now measuring your skill. Your skill matters, and this is a skillful game. And now, the latest patch, they've taken out reverse stuns, which is not something the common player really does. That's that's something that a lot of people didn't even know about until it was taken out of the game, unless you were like, you know, you've been playing Survivor for a long time, right? So that's kind of like a, you know, a more skillful tech that people use, but it was very, very purposely removed. Also, you know, the locker blind situation where they're trying to stop locker blinds now. Flashlight saves are not easy. It's definitely a more skillful skill, I guess, for lack of a better word, skillful ability to have in the game to be able to hit good flashlight saves, know the timing and know the positioning, not get caught while you're going for it. You know, like that's a more skillful thing. But two things have been added in this latest patch that are removing the skill that survivors can use, and so we went from party game, so it's unbalanced on purpose, to no, it's about skill and that's going to matter now, to yeah, but we're going to remove skillful things. Like, it just, like, they go back and forth. They keep going back and forth and back and forth. Like, no wonder we have arguments on it, about it on, like Twitter, YouTube comments, whatever. It's like, is this game competitive or not? Because I don't think the devs know whether the game's competitive or not. And I don't think, like, I think people within Behavior have different ideas about what the game should look like, instead of having like a unified idea, or at least a general idea of what it should be, and it just like flip-flops like a bunch. Like these ideas ideally can't coexist, of like, yeah, skill matters and everything's based off skill now, but also it's super unbalanced game, but also we're removing higher tier plays. Like it's so incoherent. It's a very, very incoherent thing that they are doing, and I can't make sense of it, and I don't think it's because, and I think the community has a hard time making sense of it. I don't think that's anybody's fault, like, at all. It's just kind of like, I think it's just confusing. Like, it's just outright confusing. So yeah, I know it was kind of like a shorter one, but like, it's been something I've been like saying in discussion with a lot of other people, and I was just wanted to get that like thought and feeling out there, because like, it doesn't make sense to me, and maybe you can shed some light on it. I don't know. Maybe you have more info about like that sort of thing, but if not, it just seems like they just kind of don't have a clear vision for the game. and whether or not it is a party game or a competitive game, and they're just kind of leaving us to like, you know, find amongst ourselves and figure it out while they just kind of like flip-flop between the decision making of both of those. So yeah, that is, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, friend. If you liked my little commentary video, me babbling about stuff, there's a way to like the video down below. I was pointing in the wrong direction. Oops. And also consider subbing, because we are trying to reach that 1K. We're not as of yet at 500, and I'll be really appreciative if you would help me get there, because, you know, subs aren't permanent, so if you end up like disliking me later, you can just take it away. So yeah, no pressure. So yeah, other than that, I don't think I have anything else for you. So if I don't see you in the next video, friend, I will see you when I see you, bud. Goodbye.